Hey guys, how we all doing?
Hello everybody and welcome to episode 9 of Top Table Live. 9, man.
9.
That means we are 18 weeks in.
That means we are running out of ideas.
We are. That's absolutely not why it's just a...
Hey guys, how we all doing?
Oh.
You're going to turn your thing off or we're going to get a reverb?
Sorry. That's absolutely not why we are having a non-topical hobby hangout. We figured we'd just have a pretty chill one, which meant the comments are getting crazy, which is good. And we figured if we keep it quiet and relaxed, we can chat about anything you guys just pop up. And
correct.
Apparently I waffled on too much about how I got into the hobby the other week.
Yes, he does. So that video was about 3 hours long of Jay telling us what underpants he wore when he was 9.
Yeah, that Tuesday. But how are we all doing? Have we all had a good fortnight since we last spoke, other than over on the Facebook group?
There's a lot's happened.
Lots has
We've
happened.
had a few releases, especially on Middle Earth.
There has been a couple of releases, just little ones.
Yeah, myself and Ben filmed the Bat Rep, which got released this week.
What was it?
The Defence of Asciliath.
Promise I've watched it.
Defence of Asciliath. It was a lot of fun to film, and it was tough for Gondor. It was really tough, but a lot of fun to play. And I think a lot of them scenarios are going to be like that. We're going to film a few, aren't we? We're going to get a few of the easier, fun ones filmed.
We're going to try and do some of the, like, It Only Counts As One, and a couple of the fun ones.
Yeah.
Wicked. So, what have you been up to in the last 2 weeks, hobby-wise, other than, obviously, you filmed a back out with Ben?
Yeah.
That was good.
I've been doing a bit of painting.
Yeah.
I've been still slogging through them boards. I've kind of hit a point now where they really just need dressing.
Yeah.
So it's like trees, little bits of ruins, stuff
so
like
the
that.
core, like, groundwork and stuff is done.
Yeah, I've got a few bits of a mummock to make some not objective marks, but bits of terrain of dead mummocks for a Pelennor board.
Nice,
That'll be
nice.
fun. What about yourself?
I've been doing loads. So I finished my Lannisters for Ice and Fire. They were done a couple of weeks ago.
These are the ones that he's been saying.
They've been done for ages. They've been finished a couple of weeks. I need to get the hobby vlog up for those, so you'll see that soon. And then after we spoke, just after it on our last stream, I went to Warhammer World for the AOS teams. I got inspired and I started a new AOS army. Because we kind of, as you'll have saw through my hobby vlogs, I got the full His Negan set done, some Shadespire warbands, Ice and Fire.
What are they called, them little things that you're painting?
Gloomspite Gits.
Yeah.
You're trying to get me to swear again.
I know what he's painting because obviously we share a YouTube account.
Yeah.
You see what I watch. And I see what
yeah,
you
I
watch.
do. Yeah. Oh, right, okay. Uh-oh.
So like, it's like videos of how to paint a million of whatever the
goblins in a day. Yeah.
Like
so I'm painting a goblin army, which you're going to see very soon as well, and I'm like 40 models in.
Yeah.
I go through phases of like just smashing painting out and then not wanting to touch it for months. And at the moment, like the painting's working, so I've got it so I can do like 10 goblins in about 2.5 hours. Yeah. So every night I do 10 goblins.
I'm like that. I'm on a bit of a painting high at the moment. I'm enjoying painting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like that. I have sort of peaks and troughs. So I have times where I can't even look at a paintbrush. Yeah. And I just think, oh god, I can't be bothered painting it. But yeah, I'm enjoying it.
This will depress you as well because you're used to painting like Lord of the Rings, a couple of warbands. How many normal goblins do you think I need? You don't play any other games, so how many goblins do you think I need for my list?
40.
160. And do you know what? That's half the points of my army.
Do you know what they'd get? They'd get sprayed and dipped.
To be fair, it's dry brush the robes, skin gets like base coat, wash, one highlight, pick out details. 160 of them, and they come up to about 1,000 points on my 2,000 point list.
That's great.
Yeah, it's good fun. Anyway, should we have a look at the chat?
Yeah, let's see who's in.
So we've got Dice Tales has been in.
Hey Dice Tales,
how you doing?
I don't think I've heard of that name on the chat before, so welcome.
If you're new to the stream, let everyone know where you're from, what games you play, and a little bit about you. You sound more like a YouTube channel,
which is
in your name than a person. So tell us about your channel. Feel free to plug it. We're down for that. Bonar's in.
How you doing, Steve?
Bonar. We've got, it says random. Hobby all day, hobby all night, what we all working on. We've kind of just alluded to that. I'm finished 11 Terminators for my Horus Heresy White Scars, making it 124 painted this one. Do you know what? I did the maths the other day, and I'm about to hit 100 for the year.
Oh, yeah.
Like in a month.
I don't know where I am.
Like, and you think I don't paint. Like, and I was proper proud of that, and then he just goes...
Yeah, but you'll be living off the crust of that. So we're on episode 9 now. We'll be on like episode 90. In 2 years, you'll be going, oh, that month when I painted all them goblins.
Yeah, absolutely, bragging rights. Glenn Seymour's in. Evening,
How you
Glenn.
doing, Glenn?
How you doing? Have you finished your Pelennor set yet? Glenn Watcher's boiled off, hasn't it? Gaz Baller's in. Scott Johnson's in. Evening all to both of you.
Have you.
Will Raab is in. Hey up sexies. He's talking to me.
He's obviously talking to me. This one.
We're going to talk about that in a minute, actually. That's a good one. Graham Dixon's in.
Hey, Graham. Yeah, how you doing, pal?
Graham is a dude who's been helping us with a super secret thing. Graham, you're a diamond. Glenn Seymour, hobby spending his cut till after March. Feel you there, bud. Feel you there. Josh Triffitt's in.
Hey, Josh.
Hey,
Good
Josh.
to have you, pal. It's been a while. Not seen you for ages.
How are you doing? You still playing 40k, mate? Or are you getting a bit more Middle-earth action in? Josh likes to try different systems. So what are you playing, dude?
You need to get your backside down here in March to the Weekender.
Yeah, you do.
Plug.
We're going to talk about that as well this evening. Fohammer, hey guys. Hey, buddy. Joe Holzman's in.
Hey,
evening.
Joe. How are you finding your wet palette, Joe? By the way.
Yeah, let us know, man.
Let us know how you finding it.
I'm loving mine.
I don't paint without them now.
I can't not.
It's
I have to admit though, a lot of the time I don't think I put too much paint on it. Like I'll blob a colour on, so it's not thinning it because I'm pulling from like the top of the. Yeah. So I've had to control how much paint I put on the palette more.
I've nearly transferred all my GW paints into dropper bottles, so it's quite easy. So I like the Vallejo stuff.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't mind the GW pots.
No. They end up getting all junked around the top and it annoys me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Steve Bonner, 160 gobos in a day.
In a day.
In a day. In a day. Dice Sales back again. Yes, newbie. Vanguard, Legion, X-Wing, Kill Team. Don't like the idea of 100 models. Love skirmishes. Well, my friend, those are all games that we love. I love me some Vanguard, Legion, and X-Wing, and Steve pretends he plays Kill Team. So between us,
I'm a Kill Team noob. I'm a Kill Team.
You had some games.
Yeah, I played Sam. Me and Sam Page got together. We had a couple of games. It was a lot of fun. It's like I've got to start again because, excuse me, I've just had a Twix. That's not a metaphor, by the way.
Oh. Just had a Twix.
Yeah, so I met Sam Page and it was like starting again because it's been a while since I played.
Starting again.
Yeah.
You played when it came out, didn't you? And then it's just been huge.
Just Middle Earth.
Life.
Text
Middle Earth is life.
Yeah.
What else we got going on? Nick Moore says hi. Hey Nick, how you doing?
How you doing, pal?
Everyone check out over on the Top Table group. Nick is making a badass board for the weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
If he's not shared it, don't feel like you have to in case it's a secret. But is Nick doing some wicked stuff that you're going to get to see for Kill Team at the weekender? I'll say no more than that.
It's going to be like Christmas all over again. That's as much as
like a Kiss concert. Yeah. It's going to be wicked. So Nick, thank you for that. Look forward to seeing how it's doing, man. Benji B's in. Slim J. Evening, my friend.
Benji B is Ben from Bat Rep fame.
Every Bat Rep, because I'm never in them.
Nope, because he doesn't do videos, as you know.
Yeah, fair. I did an Negan unboxing this week. That went out.
I did an Negan unboxing.
I did an Negan.
Again, episode 90. I did that Negan unboxing.
Yeah, I know, right? Nick Moore says he prefers dropper bottles, but he can't be bothered transferring the GW paints.
It is a pain.
I have to admit, I did it once, and like I went through all the work of transferring it, and then when I bought new ones, I was like, I'm not doing that.
It is a pain. I'm not going to lie.
Do you leave it like over a period of time, just upside down?
No, I'm impatient. I got a little coffee stirrer and scrape it out. Yeah, it's and I had to buy these little funnel things off Amazon.
Have you got the metal balls to put in your? Actually, they say the rubber ones are better.
Is that why you rattle when you walk around?
It is, yeah. Just one.
Clink.
Fair. Where are we up to? I have lost track.
Josh says, "Are we there, lads? Gonna buy my ticket tomorrow. You absolute legend, and it'll be good to see you, mate. It's been a while. When was the last time I seen you, Josh?
I saw Josh about 6 months ago. He was down here for a 40k event.
Yeah, because I came. You told me he was here, and I went looking for him. And he wasn't here.
He went home sick. He came down on the Friday.
I come looking for you, Josh.
He did actually. I remember.
I come looking for you.
It was Pelennor release weekend, wasn't it?
No.
Are you sure?
No, it was that 40k weekend and
the Dreadnought one that Ben Bailey runs.
Yeah. And I just come down to have a mooch, and you said Josh was in. I went looking around the hall, saying, "Has anyone seen Josh?"
Josh!
I had a tear in my eye.
Josh!
Everyone was like, "Who's this guy?"
But no, he went home sick. But it was good to see you then, mate. Hopefully we can catch up a bit more substantially soon. Who else we got? We got Glenn Seymour. I knew there was a reason why Team Crow is the better half of the duo.
Glenn knows the score.
Weather gets better, I'll be doing the Good Fuss and the Witch King soon. Hit the wall of Army of the Dead. Dude, they're the fastest bit. That's not really a wall, it's more like a little step.
I did not mind painting them. I ain't
so
gonna lie.
quick.
How are you? What way are you painting them, Glenn? What's your technique?
Do you know what, Matt, who works at Element, you know Matt, these guys probably don't, he gave me a really good tip. So everyone does the ethereal thing, and then you kind of have to do some dry brushing to pull it together at the end. He made me a mix, and it's nickel oxide, which isn't one of the fancy new ones, it's the original one everyone used to use. 2/3 of a pot of that, 2/3 of a pot of Lamian medium, and then like 1/3 of a pot of blue. Yeah. And it doesn't come out blue, but it just tints it enough, and you whack it on that you don't need to do anything afterwards. It does all the work. Like you can't see them. See them up there? Yeah. That's all they've had. Yeah. You know, the Shadespire ghosts I've done just a wash, and then I've not touched them. But how are you doing them, man? Let us know. We might be able to speed it up. I enjoyed it.
I liked it. I did. So with mine, obviously, I undercoated them white, and then I think I used glazes. I don't think I dry brushed them. In fact, until I lie, so I used glazes, but I used green and blue. So I did like the hair. I can't remember which way around I did it. Hair and stuff like that was either blue or green, and then I did the opposite for the rest of the model, and then I did the armor as armor.
Right. And then you actually picked it out.
Yeah. Before I painted the armor, I dry brushed it then all with a Shabsy bone, and they look ace.
I'm going to ask a question that's probably really dull for people watching. What's the difference between a wash and a glaze?
So a glaze is not thin to the point where it just sort of runs off the model and falls into the crevices.
Is it more like a tint?
A glaze is a little bit thicker than a wash. A wash is thinner. So a wash will just go into the crevices. A glaze will stay
and just tint
and just be like what's the word? It'd be like a transparent,
like opaque.
Yeah, well, opaque's solid colour in it.
Right,
Is it? Have I got that right? I don't know.
Could be an idiot.
Educate us.
Do you know what? That's the sad thing about live streams. We can't edit out the bits where we're being dunces.
Where we're actually talking absolute garbage.
Absolute gene stealer. Anyway,
absolute shoelaces.
Lee Dalbekins says, "Hi guys, hey buddy.
How you doing, Lee?
We saw Lee on Sunday.
Good to meet you at the weekend.
Yeah, it was at the War Boot.
Yes, good to meet you finally at the weekend.
Good to see you as always.
And we will get that game in, by the way.
Lee's playing some Rust Tactics, which is an interesting game. It's always been quite a niche kind of specialist one. It's quite cool. It's one of these. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lee. It's kind of like an alternate take on World War. Right. Like twists it, but interesting. Frederick Schulz, I know that name.
Yes, Frederick. He's in our group and he's on the GBHL.
He says Andreas has some good advice for alternate means of transport for you. Swap car for bicycle or polar bear. Works fine with the snow. I'm guessing this is due to your Facebook about being snowed in today, right?
Yeah. So polar bear. I put a picture up and like people who live in like Norway. Andreas is from Norway, who live with that day to day, and it doesn't cause a problem. Whereas here in the UK, we get a sprinkling of snow and everything just comes to a halt.
I left my front door this morning, and where I live, there wasn't even an inch of snow. And then every Metrolink line had a delay on it. The trains were off, the buses were off, the roads were gridlocked. So I was like, "Oh God, it was just a nightmare."
It's grim.
We're not ready for it, are we?
No, where I work, the yard is a 15-minute drive normal, because I leave quite early in the morning. I left at 7:07, which is it's quite late for when I leave. It's normally a 15-minute drive. I was an hour and 10 minutes in. I wasn't even halfway there. So I got to this sort of crossroads where I decided I'm going home. I did a left to set a long route home, thinking I'm not going back through that. So I'll set the motorway. It's a little bit longer as in distance, but it should be quicker.
Yep.
I got home at 12:20. So I was out. I was sat in the van, just sat in traffic for 4 hours.
Grim.
Yeah, it was horrible. That's why I look miserable today. I do look miserable.
Do you get stuck in traffic every day?
I hate driving. I hate driving with a passion.
Anyway, Glyn Seymour says, "Welcome, Slim J." He's got a bit of a following, his old Benji B, isn't it? Doesn't Ben? Don't you've got your own channel, right? Do you still make videos?
Benji B.
Yeah, but does he make videos?
He does. He's like hobby vlogs. Hobby vlogs. Oh, okay. He's not done one for a while. He's too busy with Top Table.
Yeah, don't make any more videos.
Top Table's taking taking up all his camera time.
That's fine. Josh Trivett says, "Feeling the love, lads. Last time I saw you, Steve, was October 2017.
What?
Was that 7? No, 7 stones ain't that late in the year, is it?
Was it Ardacon? Is Ardacon?
Yeah, that's like August, isn't it? Back end of summer.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. I'm old. I don't remember stuff.
The Dr. Pepper machine. What a name. He says finger guns. Ay, I think at some point we went. Ay.
Dr. Pepper machine was on the 10-minute test stream that I did with Damien, I think, and it was on for 2 hours.
Oh, you two. Was that you just checking if the audio was working? Can anyone hear me before I start? Is the audio working?
He keeps saying this.
Usually isn't.
Do you know
I'm going to kill 10 minutes of the video.
This up? Me. I set this up. One day I'll say, oh, I can't make it, and he'll have to do it on his own. And you watch the state of the live stream.
You watch the views go through the roof when it's just Jay. Telling you.
Never.
They all love me.
Of course they do, yeah.
Of course they do. Casey Rogers says, "Heyo."
How you doing,
hey,
pal?
Casey? Casey, are you new to the stream, buddy? If you are,
I recognise the name.
I do too.
I recognise the name.
Maybe you're not, but if you are, please let us know what you play, where you're from, what you want to chat about this evening. Glenn Seymour says, "I just kind of hate them. Have to resist the urge to drip them in a bucket. I know we won't be as enjoyable as the Morannans. See, I'd rather paint Army of the Dead than any unit in that box.
Day.
Because I can do it in an hour and then go and have a brew.
I painted the 36 Morannans in like almost one sitting.
You did them in like 218s in 2 consecutive nights.
It was horrible. Horrible. No, I didn't like it.
To be fair, I was chuffed when you were like, I'll paint all the Pelin and stuff. I was like, because I don't like painting some of that stuff.
No.
Not fun. No. Says the guy who's painting 160 goblins. Anyway, Glenn Seymour says they, not we. I am not sure what you're referencing there, mate. Tom Jennings says glazes sit on top of the paint and tint it. A shade is all about darkening stuff down and adding shadows. Also, good evening, Tom. Fancy pants.
Know it all.
I know, right? I like to show off, my friend. You have to get him in for some more games.
Yes, I did say to him last time. He keeps shrugging me off. Come on, Tom. Come on.
He's busy painting Rangers of the North. That's what it is. That's why he can't.
Well, he's not. No, Tom. If you remember the bat rep which we did, which was the Warg chase.
Yep. From
the White Dwarf, we did that. It was a really cool scenario. It's that Tom. So yeah, come down, get in again, Tom, and we'll film some stuff. We'll film some stuff off the Gondor at War because there's tons of scenarios.
Yep.
It'd be nice to mix it up a bit.
What we got going
Eric
on?
Schultz.
He says, "Evening all. Good evening, Eric.
How you doing, Eric?
How you doing, mate? Good to have you in." Casey Rogers. Not much snow, but minus 18 in Pittsburgh today.
That's grim.
Feels like minus 31, but wind chill, and he's not new. Minus 18.
That's grim.
That's the worst. Although I think that's the current temperature of the studio.
I'm cold.
It is fresh in here today.
My feet are cold now. That's
Steve's,
the only bit.
I'm all right now. Steve's put the heater here, and I'm just sat being cold over there.
Yeah.
Outrage.
It's the perks of being the favourite.
Yeah, right. Dr. Pepper Machine says Damien coming on top table is now written in stone thanks to that test stream.
Well, if you liked that was actually on GBHL. That was on GBHL, that one. But this Sunday we are doing a live Gondor at War book review.
You and Damien?
Me and Damien.
Boom.
And it's on top table. I'll post some more bits and bobs up, but it's going to be on top table.
We'll create the event for it tomorrow so we can start sharing it around and just get people bookmarking it and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be cool.
What time are you looking at?
Kind of depends on baby's going to bed. So I'll probably announce the time either Saturday evening or Sunday day.
Do you know what? I've not seen Damien since before he had his little, and I bet it's not even that little. He's not even that little anymore, right? A couple of years old now?
2, I think, yeah.
That's a lie. I saw him at Ardacon last year.
Yeah, you are lying.
Yeah, I am lying.
Always lies.
Such an idiot. Anyway, Casey Rogers. I'm from Pittsburgh in the USA. I play Blood Bowl and Middle Earth SPG, but I'm interested in just about everything. Well, welcome to the channel, my friend.
He's not new.
Welcome back to the channel, my friend.
Sorry, Casey. This guy.
I'm in autopilot today. I do apologise. Fohammer says, any Gene Stealer cult players in? I can't even look at that word anymore. What do you think of the new releases? And can we get Jay to mispronounce it again? Well, you just failed, my friend. Nice try.
Was I saying everything dead slow?
Really slow and pronunciated. Have you seen the new Gene Stealer releases? They are cool.
Yes.
So we've got the dudes on like quad bikes and motorbikes. Oh, there's one guy. It's a character. I think this is wicked. And he's like stood over like a 3D map thing.
Oh yeah,
and it's the map of Warhammer World, which is quite clever. But the kind of female character is a badass mini, and the dude's on quad bikes and motor. If anyone's got the links, feel free to post them in the chat so I can pull them up for Steve. We don't like turning the chat off because it breaks.
He breaks it.
But the quad bikes and the motorbikes, I'm looking forward to getting a look at the sprues, because if the bikes and quad bikes and motorbikes don't have like legs on like they normally do, I know, but it'd be really good if you didn't, because they're not 40k, they're just really urban and cool, and they'd be wicked for a lot of different stuff. Yes, I think the new releases look amazing. Don't really play 40k, but if I was going to pick an army, they'd be up there just because they've got a serious really cool.
And just because you like saying the name and keep getting it wrong.
GSC.
And get us banned off YouTube.
Gia. We've already had one strike there. Josh Trivett says, I found a great painting tutorial for painting Army of the Dead. I reckon I'll get 20 done in a day. Might be my aim for this weekend. Sounds pretty solid.
Do it. And make sure you post it on Top Table Gaming so we can see your whips.
And why don't you post a link to the YouTube video and do Glyn a solid?
Yeah. Yeah, post it. Post a link to the video you're talking about so Glyn can steal it. And then you two can have a competition this weekend, see who paints the most.
Do you just give them both the finger?
No, I did that.
I looked around and I was like, wow, that's cold, man.
It's only you who give the finger, right?
That's true. Tom Jennings says, everyone loves the show off. That is true. That is true.
If you've got it, flaunt it, Tom. That's what they say.
You work it, my friend. Glenn Seymour says, it's more like if I dislike the model, I won't put the same effort into them. It's something I'm trying to go, that's fair.
See, I think the army, I think for the age of the Army of the Dead, the plastic sprues of the Army of the Dead, I think they're really good. I think they're a really good models.
They're better than the Moranans in terms of either models.
I think they are. I don't dislike the Moranans, but if I had to say which I prefer the most, I'd probably. But I suppose that's just opinions, isn't it? Everyone's got different opinions.
Like, what do you do to put? Like, there's something you dislike. How do you get it done?
With gritted teeth.
Yeah, I kind of just stick something on the telly and try and not look up till it's done and just push through it. Like with the Gloom Spite. Why do they give everything mad names, GW? The Gloom Spite I'm working on at the moment. I'm kind of doing 20 goblins, like some squigs or something fun. 20 goblins, something fun, a character. 20 goblins, just to break it up because the goblin bit is so like autopilot now.
Yeah.
If I tried to just do 160, I'd cry. Yeah. That was my initial plan, but I got 20 in and just went nope.
Yeah,
something else.
I've been watching Game of Thrones to get me through painting because I started randomly for no reason. I'm not planning to do anything with Dale.
But yeah, you just started a Dale army.
Painted a warband, the captain, and Girion. I converted Girion. I don't know why I started it. I've got other stuff that I need to do.
That we need for the channel, right?
I just started painting it.
Good lad. Fun. Anyway, where are we up to?
Steve Onar. Baby J's bedtime should be early.
Baby J?
Baby J's bedtime should be early. Don't know.
What's Damien's kid?
Charlotte.
I have no idea what Steve's on. What are you on about, Steve?
Yeah, I've lost you there, Bonar.
And Glenn says, with Damien, do we need Jay? Winky face. That's strike two, Glenn Seymour. I'm an admin on the Facebook group, my friend. I will remove you.
Hang on, I've got a text. It's Damien.
Oh, that's strike two, Glenn. Just saying.
What's this?
We'll get to that. That looks interesting. That does look very interesting. Dice Tales, like the female cultists, they're trying to get me, aren't they? For anyone who wasn't watching, let's just say in the was it the last one or the one before? It was the last one.
Let's just say Jay has a problem saying cultists.
Yeah, I struggled.
Cultists.
Cultists.
And I think it's because of the N in Gene Stealer. Work that out.
With the female GSCs and the female commander, would like to see them in a kill team sometimes. So, Kill Team Arena is out this weekend, and I think they've done the first two factions again, but you get the other units they can take.
Right.
So there's another Mechanicus and another Gene Stealer cult.
So do you think
I panic when I say it.
do you think that they're going to do that because they've released like each faction kill team? Do you think they're going to do that?
Yeah, because I don't think they're going to carry on with the races. One, it gives them a chance to just. Do you know what's really interesting?
Well, the models are all weren't new models anyway.
The second run as well also has a character in it.
Yeah.
So you get a little unit like you did in the first one, but you get a character as well.
Right.
And the interesting thing is, it's kind of like, but you can't, I don't think, get the commanders on their own. Right. So all the 40k players are going to buy it for the thingy.
Just to get the model.
Now, one thing I've noticed since you pick up bits of Kill Team, like, has everyone in the world just got buckets of 40k scenery everywhere now? Because it's so cheap when you do it for the models. And, like, we've got loads of it by accident almost, haven't we? It's nuts. But anyway, I think I've tangented.
It's good. I think it's good. I think the Kill Team's a good deal with the terrain and stuff. I thought it was a good idea. Really good idea.
It is. So Casey Rogers, who's never tuned in before.
Ignore him, Casey. I love him, man.
I tune in whenever work is slow. Well, we are glad we can kind of fill that void for you, mate.
Yeah.
And hopefully we're providing some sort of mild entertainment.
Yeah.
Josh Trivett puts a YouTube link, won't click it.
For the Army of the Dead.
Nice. And then, the Dr. Pepper machine, it looks like we have been. And I've never seen this before.
I've never seen this before.
So you should all go and test it to see if it works. Thank you so much, my friend. We have been gifted £1 from the Mighty Ducks.
Thank you very much. It does mean a lot.
That sort of stuff really helps.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is something that we do. It's kind of our hobby, but it does hit us in the pocket financially. So every little bit of help,
things like that,
Patreon and stuff like that is just awesome. And thank you so much.
Is this really the perfect time to drop the thing we were working on?
Yes. Well, as you've been seeing, I've been drinking my cup of tea.
My mug doesn't count. So as you know, guys, we're looking at ways to keep this stuff going and supplement the channel. We've got people like Dr. Pepper Machine being amazing, doing what he's just done there. We've got our Patreon, and so what we've been promising for ages is merch. Merch. We finished it off.
We were waiting on this, really.
We were. So we were struggling. We had like the normal logo stuff that you're going to get and we think you want. But once we found out about this, which we're going to chat about in a minute as well, we were like, let's hold on a minute. So, where is...
what are you looking for?
The link. Did I WhatsApp it to you?
You WhatsApped it.
Sorry, guys. Totally professional. So, our merch store is now live. Now, it's not like bursting with stuff. Yet. But you can go on there. You can grab some Top Table t-shirts, some Top Table hoodies, or a Top Table Gaming mug, as Steve just showed off, and it will also give you some cool swag and help you support the channel, which is much appreciated. So the link has just been stuck in the comments, guys, so go and click on it, have a look. Make sure you click each of the items in the merch store because there are alternate colours and stuff.
Yes.
And I'll play around.
If you see a t-shirt that you like, it's not necessarily the colour that you click on it, go to the main page for that item and you can change the colour and stuff like that.
Each one has 4 or 5 colours, but check it out. Who wants to be repping some Top Table merch? Go and have a look.
I'm getting another t-shirt.
I'm getting a few.
I've got one on now, I think. Oosh.
No, mine's not.
Boom. I want one with this on.
What, a green screen?
Yeah. Big green badge.
Yeah, so we've done one where you
I want a mug with that.
Yeah, I'm getting everything. It's amazing. So do go and check out our merch store. Hopefully you find it cool. And also there might be some cool swag. So while we're at it, should we talk about this thing?
Yes.
So, have some of you seen the internet? It kind of went viral.
Have you seen the internet?
Have you seen the internet?
Have you seen that Tinterweb?
Have you seen on the web? So, it went viral this week that a artist in the middle of Manchester in the Northern Quarter painted a Gene Stealer.
And it was awesome.
It was bad. Like Warhammer 40k were tweeting about it. Bella Lost Souls did an article. Chris Hauker, you've seen him in the comments, guys.
Yep.
Good friend of mine, absolutely lovely chap. Is
very
behind
talented
that.
Guy.
And firstly, I want to say congratulations for the epic work you did on Sunday because it spread like wildfire. Everyone at home's clapping, I'm sure. He's also the guy who did this. So Chris has been bashing away on this. What a dude.
That's not a good choice of words.
Oh God, I've just taken it back. Chris has
Apologies, Chris.
Chris has
been working very hard on this.
Yes, he has. And look at it, man. Like we're proper happy.
Awesome.
Like he's been kind. He's cut a couple of my chins off. Like he's made me a little less round. He has put my Giacomo shirt on, which kind of erupted in the comments on Facebook. But it's just cool as, isn't it?
It's just awesome, isn't it?
Can't thank him enough.
Yeah, amazing. We owe you a steak.
We owe him more than that. We're going to be looking after Chris, but hopefully we can get Chris in on some games soon. He's going to be teaching me Blood Bowl soon as well.
Yeah, I said I wanted to jump in on that.
I want to try it.
I want to jump in on that.
So hopefully we can get Chris on the channel. But massive thank you if you are watching, mate, or you're watching this back. You've no idea how much it means. We truly, truly appreciate it.
Big thumbs up.
And it's now in the merch store, so we're making money off it. Anyway, let's jump back in the comments. So Gaz Baller, he says, I hated painting Morandan's army. They're much better to paint. Do you want to crack on?
Steve Bonner says Friday's live stream with Damien. Right, okay, the bedtime thing.
Oh,
Steve said he'd have to wait till he put Baby J to bed.
Oh yeah.
Now it all makes sense. Casey Rogers, anybody play Age of Sigmar? This guy. I was watching the Warhammer TV live stream and they were talking with Peachy about creating skirmish warbands. Haven't played OS before, but skirmish sounds cool. I think anything
skirmish is really cool.
He's right on my street.
They've just released a new version of AOS Skirmish, but the better thing is, the thing I love is Path to Glory, and it's basically like Slowbro, and every army book has a Path to Glory table in it, and it's like Battle Companies. You pick some units, it's simplified, and then after you've played X games, you add another unit, and AOS actually, if you take few troops and lots of low to mid-level heroes. It plays really good as a skirmish game. I love AOS. We went to a team event. Tickets go on sale on Saturday for South Coast GT, which I'm going to. Facehammer is being announced soon. Going to be going to that. So AOS is going to be something I hate more events for this year, because the one at Warhammer World was wicked.
Yeah.
Warhammer World, man. That place is good.
I love Warhammer World.
Oh, it's so good. So Dr. Pepper Machine says, due to Conquest, yes, buckets of 40k.
Yeah, I agree. I fell behind on my Conquest reviews videos. I've got like a box now with I think about 12 issues in, unopened. I've just not.
So you've basically got 2 40k armies at home. Yeah. You're just not getting to.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of stuff in them?
Yeah, you get like a sprue a week. Yeah. It's sort of on terrain now. It's on terrain, and I think heroes. You get some funky little heroes.
Is it good value for money as well?
Well, it depends what you consider value for money.
True. Like, is it better than buying it all at retail, getting it through the magazines? Does anyone know?
It's about £7 an issue.
I'd imagine someone's done that calculation, because I think they know everything that's coming out.
Well, put it this way: there was a big hoo-ha about a certain issue, and I couldn't tell you for the life of me what issue it was, but people were snapping up multiples of this issue because it was an absolute bargain.
It was the character.
No, it was one after that.
Oh, okay.
It was an absolute bargain. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, so it must be. But yeah, I get them, and I'm the same. It's a good magazine. It's a good magazine. I can't knock it. Glenn says, I blame the ghost saving everyone seen in the last movie. How to Clear a Strike by J.A. Bear.
Yeah, that might get you back down to 1 strike, mate. We'll see.
He's creeping there.
I know he is. I love you, Glenn. Nick Moore says, I painted most of Element's kill team terrain. Yeah, you have loads. Nick did. Nick does a lot of painting for the scenery here at Element Games. He's got a kill team one, and it's got like green ooze and stuff coming off it. Oh, it's mega. And he's used like coloured metallic paints. Like, Nick has got mad talent. What else we got going on?
Dr. Pepper Machine says cup of tea. I think he's referring to me saying cup of tea.
Cuppa.
Is it my accent that you're referring to there?
Nice one, mate. Cup of tea.
But I'm a Manc. I'm from Manchester, so that's how we speak proper.
Daniel. And then Top Table Gaming says, here's the link to our merch store. Ooh, go behind. Steve Bonner, I've got 300 dwarf dispossessed for AOS that I shared pics of. You did, I saw them, man. They were good. Need to organise the more elite elements to gun my army. Do you know the one thing that makes me sad about AOS? Love it as a game. Love loads of the model, but they've killed a lot of the classic races, and I don't think they're coming back. Like, Bretonia aren't a thing anymore. Tomb Kings aren't a king. Normal dispossessed dwarfs aren't a thing. Like, some of them even aren't getting rules anymore. Yeah. And the general consensus is that they're trying to get everything that's their own IP. Yeah. Like, a man can't be licensed. Yeah. Do you know? A dwarf can't. A goblin can't. But that's why they're now doing the night goblins as Gloomspite. And the dwarves became the fire slayers, and it's a shame because like Bretonia and all the questing knights and stuff I thought looked really cool.
But if our hopes and dreams are true this year and we get Mordheim back, they'll have to, really, won't they?
They'll just do it with. I think they'll do it with new AOS.
But
like they did with Shadespire, right?
Yeah, but we want that sort of oldie worldy, old school feel. That's what was good about the game.
Dear Lord, please give us more time in 2019. Yeah. Like we've been talking about this a lot, haven't we? Like we become a Mordheim channel for about 2 months when that drops. Like that is all I'm playing. As long as they don't put them back on square bases, that was dumb. Will Rob says, "Woo! I can finally get my mug. Do you guys plan to do the 6-inch ruler thing? We plan to do a lot more than that." Yeah, I'm just going to say yeah. But keep your eyes on the group for, especially in the next couple of weeks. 2 weeks, I reckon.
Something very excited. I'm really excited about it, but I'm not going to say anymore.
Good. You want to crack on with Glenn?
Glenn says, don't buy the dice, watch the battle rep and you'll see why. Buy Ben's dice. Don't buy my dice.
Ben does follow up saying the black dice are amazing. So, another kind of advancement of what's going on. We now have top table dice.
Yes, we do.
They are not for sale yet.
No, Patreon only at the moment.
Patreon only. So, if you join one of our Patreon tiers above £10 a month, I think it is, please double check the levels. After 3 months subscribed, you get some dice. Fergal's got some on the way to him. Yep. Ben's taken his. And literally, I think today, actually, it processes. So, Now Angel, our Shield Maiden, and a few others are also getting their dice sets winging out.
They're cool. They're cool, man.
We underestimated it so much. We've got none to keep. They're all accounted for. So they are hot on their way to our Patreons. Yeah, me. You. They are hot on the way to our Patreons as one of many thank yous and kind of things we do to support you guys. It's appreciated.
I just read Will Rab's next comment, but we'll come to that in a minute.
Yeah, okay.
Where are we up to? Benji B says the black dice are amazing though. Glenn Simon says not when Steve rolls them, Ben. Haha. Do you want to do Will's?
A pink hoodie, I am sold.
We just had this discussion.
We did.
As we were putting it up, and you mentioned that we might have need for a pink hoodie.
Yeah. I'm going to buy one.
Exactly.
I'm going to rock it, mate. I'm going to rock it. Fergal Douglas in, actually. We just mentioned him by name. Hey guys, how's it going? It's going well, mate. How you doing?
How you doing, Fergal?
That is our first ever Patreon.
He's a ledge then, eh?
He is a ledge.
He's a ledge.
You are going down in top table history. We're going to get your photo on the wall.
So you'll be getting some dice then?
Yeah. His are the first set.
Oh, that's what you just said?
Yeah.
Why didn't I think
cool. Shows that Steve listens. Good stuff. Josh Triffitt says you save nearly 200 quid off retail price by buying Conquest. How long does it run for? Like, I know they've announced everything you get because I saw a massive photo once of like all of both armies in terrain. Yeah. How long is it? Like, is it a year?
That's
good, you know.
For someone like me who didn't really know anything about 40k and didn't know where to start building an army, then yeah, I probably will save £200 off RRP. But for someone who does, is it a saving? Because they're going to get stuff in certain issues that they didn't want and wouldn't have bought anyway. You know what I mean? They're probably just going to get rid of. But it's still good value for money, I think.
Yes, I think it's mega. Dr. Pepper Machine does an arrow, probably meaning about Will's pink hoodie comment. Glenn Seymour, Battlefleet Gothic. Dude, I'm with you as well. I would play it. Not my thing. Gothic and Mordheim, we're going to do the 20-minute what Jay played when he was a kid again. They were the two games I played as a kid. Now, I remember everything about Mordheim. I don't remember anything about Gothic other than playing it. I couldn't tell you the rules or how it played. But yeah. Will Rob says they discontinued Bretonnia and Tomb Kings because they resembled real life things and they couldn't trademark it. Kind of similar thing. Ancient Egypt and 14th century France. Whereas most of the things now are there on exactly that. That's exactly my thinking as well, mate. We are on the same page. Casey Rogers, 8 inches.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit rude from some. It's his first time here and he's making
it's
rude.
Not his
I'm
first
joking.
time.
I'm joking. Tom Jennings said Blood Bowl is still set in the old world, so some hope for Mordheim. Yeah. Although the models are starting to get. Although that's just modern.
So is there like is there Bretonians in the new Blood Bowl? Though?
You've got. Yeah, they're technically still in AOS, but like they're being phased out. Like they get like the rules are in like the compendium at the back rather than here's your section. You can still use them. I think Bretonia and Empire are just called Free Guild now and stuff like that. Like it is what it is. 8-inch range rule, of course.
Again, keep an eye on the group because there's going to be an announcement and some shiny things.
What's with the GW Kids books? They look kind of old worldy comic. I love that. So they're doing kids comics. A 40k one and a fantasy one. Like they're doing some wicked stuff. Like they did the Brian Blessed Gotrek the Troll Slayer audiobook. They've just had Billy Piper and David Tennant in. They're really branching into other media. And it'd be quite cool if we got.
Well, I suppose it's. I mean, it's good marketing because it's bringing more people that wouldn't normally have bothered getting involved to sort of going, oh, what's this kind of thing.
Do you reckon we'll ever get a Warhammer movie? Be it 40k or else? Because you got to bear in mind, like I was reading a thing the other day that really struck home. And Hollywood at the moment is all about remakes, reboots, and licenses. Like this is something that's got 40 years of backstory and like fluff. Like I wonder if you'll see it. There's a couple of James who I work with. He was showing me there's a fan made 40k one on YouTube. That's mega, isn't it? I believe they've like recruited him now.
Right.
But that was nuts. But do we think we'll see a TV show, kind of like Amazon style, Netflix, or
I think it'll be more like a movie, yeah. Because they did what's the name, didn't they? What's that thing that everyone was addicted to a few years ago online?
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, they did a movie of that.
There's loads out there, isn't there? So maybe. What else we got? Dr. Pepper Machine. How often do you upload to Patreon? We don't. Oh, have I missed one?
You've missed a couple.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, we'll come back to you. So, Dice Tales were covered. Adam G, evening lads. Good evening,
How you doing, Adam?
Is that a new name?
Adam G.
Have you been in before?
No,
mate?
he was.
Is it another?
Adam G. Is it yourself that was on the stream on the GBHL with Damien last week when Damien was trying to work out what your name was? I might be confused. Might be someone with a similar name. Let us know. You've been on before though. I think. Just let us know in the comments.
So Casey then says Tom Jennings' Technically Blood Bowl has always been a parody version of the old world, which is fair. I do love some of the minis. I'm going to get the Goblin team. All about goblins at the moment.
I noticed.
And then the Dr. Pepper Machine says, how often do you upload to Patreon? So we don't, mate. The Patreon was a way to support the channel, and we decided to put in lots of other benefits. We believe all our content should be free for everyone.
Yeah, so content-wise, you don't get anything more for being a patron than you do just for being a standard viewer. But you get things. So obviously the dice.
So after once you hit certain levels, after 3 months you get free dice, absolutely free. Some people are already reaping the rewards of that. After 6 months you get a T-shirt. Some levels get access to a merch store. There are discounts which I promise are going up this week. They're not up.
We've got some. Really
so we've negotiated some discounts with like gaming stores who make tokens, mats, terrain, etc.
Commission painters.
Commission painting discounts. So we've done it. If you go and have a look at the levels as well, they're not huge monetary things. That if you bought a thing a month from one of the people, or once you get the dice, it starts becoming as close to cost neutral as we could. Because we always want to share everything we do with everyone because we enjoy engaging and growing the community. But also Patreon helps us pay for the studio because we got a studio 6 months ago.
And the thing is, the reason that there is no Patreon exclusive content is because we were umming and ahhing. We said it when we set the Patreon up.
We spent a long time battling about it.
We were umming and ahhing about doing it, and we didn't want it just to be a cash grab kind of thing. And it was there just people who just wanted to contribute and help us do what we do. That's what it's for. And we've got some cracking. I couldn't believe how generous some people were.
No, it was amazing.
It was really, really sort of invigorating and just made us push. And it's still growing now, which is great. It's fantastic because it means we can do more.
Got a new Patreon last week. Forgot to tell you.
Who?
I forget. Don't put me on the spot like that. But do scroll back in our YouTube videos. We've got a video outlining why we did the Patreon and what.
Goes more into detail about the different levels.
It does.
And stuff, right?
What each of the levels bring, or just search for Top Table Gaming on Patreon and have a look. And if you feel up to it, don't do it. If you don't, then just keep enjoying the content and get involved because that's what matters. Yeah, that is what matters. Right, where are we up to, dude? Right here. Green Tree.
Evening, lads. Sorry I'm late again.
Green Tree's in.
Never a problem, Green Tree.
It didn't feel right without you here, mate. So now I can relax into this.
Glad you could join us, pal. Josh Triffett. It's like 80 issues. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, Conquest was till April. Dice Tales says that's fair enough.
Casey says I could be wrong, but I thought Andy Hoare. It said BFG would be the next. Is that how you say it?
It probably is, but I'm just a child.
He is a child. Said BFG would be the next Adeptus Titanicus, but it would be Horus Heresy only.
I don't mind that. Are there? I'm asking because me and Steve.
BFG is Battlefleet Gothic, by the way.
Horus Heresy, is it just Space Marines? Because that's what you see everyone play. Or are there other races?
No.
So it would just be Space
Horus
Marines.
Heresy is about, and this is, I'm saying this, and I know nothing about it really. But what I've been told by 40k players is Horus Heresy is about the sort of the civil war between Space Marine factions.
Right, okay.
I think. That's what Horus Heresy is. The minis are cool. I like the minis. Casey says
now it's my last one. Don't go, man. I'm only playing around.
We love you, man.
We do. Dr. Pepper Machine, same point as you with 40k, Steve. The Red Law section, once you've filed your binder, is awesome for noobs like us.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. It's cool.
Lead Alberkin, Conquest is 80 issues, but you get them like 5 at a time, right?
4 at a time.
4 at a time. Is that
well, they're released. I think it's fortnightly, but you don't get them fortnightly. So
you get like 4 a month.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Will Rav, basically how it goes, because one of his friends works for GW and this is his theory. The old world, which is Fantasy Battle, ended and literally turned into Sigmar. They did. They blew up the old world. It was written into the story. Also, some Sigmar books actually refer directly to a hero from Fantasy. There are some feedings back, and obviously Sigmar is a big iconic hero, which we've heard in the past. Same universe. GW need to stop messing around and tie it all up. It was an interesting thing they did. Tell you what's interesting at the moment as well is I'm seeing accidentally my Twitter feed's become an AOS feed, and it's not because it always was. People who stopped playing when Age of Sigmar came out or who played other stuff are coming to AOS in the droves right now. It's hot at the moment, which is pretty interesting. We got this one?
Survivor McGreg. Do not recognise that name, so I'm assuming you're new to the stream and the channel, which if you are, let us know where you're from, what games you play, and it's a pleasure having you, dude. Surviving Greg says, hey guys, new subscriber from Florida. You beat me to it. Enjoying your middle of SBG vids. New to the game, bought Pelennor set, got built, starting on painting to play with my sons, etc.
Nice.
It's a great box set.
Wicked.
And
it's great.
It's a brilliant game. I mean, it's obvious. It's my favourite game.
Make sure you let us know in the Facebook group. Do go and check out the Top Table Gaming community. Let us know how you're getting on. Are your sons enjoying it? Are you? If you want any painting tips, or you just want to talk nonsense like we do on the stream, get involved.
Get involved in the community on the Facebook page, and there's lots more videos coming, so keep an eye out for those.
Steve Bonner says Damien Tennant. I must have said Damien. I should have said David Tennant. Lol, get you, Gene. Cool. Glenn Seymour, Weekender hype. Whoop, whoop. Goodie bag of stuff, and hopefully some of your merch and dice there. Not to mention the crack to be had.
Definitely.
We'll have to get some merch there, won't we?
There will be merch there.
There will be merch.
There will be merch.
There will be merch. And then Will Raab says there's also a canon book that someone wrote for GW about a Space Marine landing in the fantasy old world as a meteor in the sky. Ooh.
That sounds odd.
That sounds awful, doesn't it?
Fergal says, thanks for the shout out, guys. I'm doing good.
Good stuff.
I played in my first Middle Earth SPG tournament 2 weeks ago. I brought Sauron and had a blast.
That's a wicked first tournament.
Thanks for inspiring me to play with your awesome content. No, thank you, mate. Thanks for giving us a shout out, and welcome to the community.
Do you know what as well? I need to chat to you after this. Do remind me.
Don't watch that.
Me and Fergal were chatting a little bit ago by private message on Patreon, and because he was our first patron, I told him to pick some armies for a bat rep. So we'll make that happen, my man.
Yeah.
If you want to change it, because it was a while ago, let us know. And then in 6 weeks, when we've not done it again, we'll change it again. Yeah. Dr. Bed Machine says, Lee Darby can 80 issues for now. They may extend it like they did with Battle Games in Middle Earth. Supposed to be 20 per binder.
Yeah.
Oh, does it come with big binders?
Yeah, I've got my first binder, yeah.
Tasty. Adam G. I'm Adam from Manchester. We've played quite a few times, mate.
Adam.
Am I being an idiot? Adam. Do you mean me or Steve? Please say Steve.
Hang on, let me think of the Adams that I know. Adam. Which Adam? Remind me.
I think it's you, not me. So
Adam.
It's okay.
Adam. Adam Garnett. Of course I know Adam.
Oh yeah.
Adam Garnett.
Hello, my friend.
Sorry, Adam. I do apologise.
It's the age.
Greatly.
It's the age, my friend.
Yeah, we've played loads. Yeah, we've played loads. He's been down to Alty a few times. Well, it was a while back because I've not been for ages. He's gone down to Alty. You know who he is, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
you just upset them all on Facebook now, don't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, Casey Rogers says Horus Heresy includes Titan Legions and Adeptus Mechanicus. I can't say these.
I don't know why they have these words.
But yeah, it's all Imperium, Civil War stuff. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if Imperial Guard was a thing. Fair enough. Steve Bonner.
Horus Heresy's primary Marine Legions, but you also have Mechanicum, Imperial Army, Talons of the Emperor, and Titan Legions, Night Houses.
All I'm reading is like Space Marine, Robot,
Yeah.
Space Marine, Robot. We're going to have to try some of this stuff, aren't we?
Glenn Seymour, did you ask Generation Shift if he could be there? At the weekend, I did actually, and I meant to get back to him. When we first announced it, I spoke to him, but it was quite far ahead for him to plan. So you've just actually jogged my memory, and I will give him a shout. Because he's only in Stoke.
He is, isn't he?
He's only 40 minutes away.
I love Matt.
Yeah, he's a good lad.
Nice man. Also makes some of the best bases out there. So go and check out Generation Shift 92 on Facebook. Dice tells us, I'd like WoW West Exodus and Legion Seymour plays. So would I. I love both games. Like, WoW West Exodus is just... he's not in, actually, but Malkavian, me and him are trying to hook up. His Blackstone Fortressy one is still... So that he was coming down tonight, but he messaged me this afternoon. I think he's got a hire car and it broke or something.
Should we give that one away to somebody else? Because he just it's like he don't want it.
No, because he's the only person I can play Wild West with, man. Don't ruin my opponents. But yeah, I agree. Those two games are both mega, my friend. And he said GW seems to be very good at posting new stuff when another company brings them out. Yeah. Adam G confirms it is Adam Garner.
Yeah. I was thinking of all the Adams that I know, and I was thinking, I know lots of Adams, but from my non-gaming circle of friends. Yeah. So I was thinking, hey, what's Adam?
I was panicking as well. I was like, oh God, I'm being awful. Surviving with Greg says, thanks guys, yeah, I'll check your other stuff out too. Good. I've played some 40k stuff, been painting for a bit, been finishing up Blackstone Fortress minis, have Instagram, Greg's.tavern. Instagram. I can't speak, it's been a long day at work. Greg's.tavern to keep me going on it. Cool. Yeah, I'll give you a follow, dude.
Yeah,
we've got a Top Table Gaming Instagram account that I've never posted a photo to. We need to get that going.
Yeah.
Instagram apparently now is busier than Facebook.
It's just pictures though, isn't it?
Not anymore, apparently. No, that's what I think of it.
I'm not down with the kids, am I?
Casey Rogers. Anyone played the Forge World Horus Heresy game? Seems to have a following, but seems expensive. So that is just Horus Heresy. Interestingly as well, a lot of they've moved a lot of it to plastic now.
Yeah.
So you can get most of your normal troops and a couple of heroes and bits in plastic in stores. But for a lot of your characters and tanks, you're gonna go to Forge World, and that is at a premium. Dr. Pepper Machine says, Steve Bonner, you should film yourself painting an army and then do a time lapse and upload. Should be like uploading a photo.
It wouldn't need a time lapse. You know, like when I'm editing videos, the move phase, like I'll do it like 600%, so it's like that'll be in painting.
Yeah, it will. But at real time. Benji B SBG says, Adam Garnett, you can we say that word? Pleb. Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah, I know who it is, Ben.
To be fair,
actually.
Yeah, alright. Glenn Seymour says, cheers, Steve. And then Green Tree says, non-gaming circle of friends. Hashtag normal friends.
I was very obvious. What's the word? I was very aware of what I was saying.
Hashtag normal friends. We're not at that.
I was going to say like my nerd friends and my normal friends.
What were some of your early hashtags, mate? I forget them now. We had normal friends.
Elven Lunchbox, which is on the back.
Elven Lunchbox is a classic.
Which is on the back of this t-shirt.
Did you get it on a t-shirt?
It's on this t-shirt.
I don't know. I'm trying to look through your jumper. This is quality viewing.
Hashtag Elven Lunchbox on this.
That was a good one. That was with Dave Frederick's.
The whip.
Was it Elfhelm who was doing?
I can't remember now.
Which now has a profile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gondor at War happened. There we go.
Yeah,
let's move into that. As a Middle Earth kind of is the core of this channel. Before as we attempt and usually fail to point out. Yeah, guilty as charged. We got Gondor at War. We got our first add-on to the game because obviously we got Armies of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit giving everything we already have.
Yeah.
Rules. This added to it, but it gave us lots of new stuff, didn't it?
So we got new characters, new profiles, a sneak peek at some new models that we're going to be getting soon, which is awesome. We love new models.
New army lists.
And I think they're going to be plastic. Them orcs.
What, the two?
I think so.
We got new army lists.
We got new army lists.
Have you seen the Mummock that can heroic combat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There's just loads of cool stuff. Like Elfhelm. No, what's Eowyn's? Durnhelm.
Why have they done that?
Durnhelm profile.
Why have they done that?
Done what?
Randy's call her Eowyn.
Because she's Durnhelm. She pretends to be someone else.
Silly.
Yeah, it's Thema.
True.
Stop being a killjoy.
Okay.
But yeah, the profile's amazing. Resistance of magic. You get an extra point of might because you can use Mary's might. And
actually, it's a model that comes with a mount that is actually meant to be that way. Like when you play with Gandalf and Pip, Pippin's just a pretty extra. He's not actually on there. Mary? No, but Pippin isn't. Mary actually has rules. Is supposed to be on the model.
Yeah.
Pippin and Gandalf together isn't really, is it?
Well, I've not read through all the scenarios. Is he not in one of the scenarios?
Yeah, but that's probably true. But this is actually the core profile. It's printed. It has Mary on, and you get an extra attack with Mary on there or something.
Yeah, extra attack, resistance to magic.
3 might.
So 3 might.
And about 80 points.
She's got heroic strike.
Yeah. Those new orcs had heroic strike.
Awesome.
What am I saying about one of the orc heroes being mad because he's got like a 2+ in the way, strength, loads, burly. In the one of them that's supposed to be really good.
They're both really good, I think.
Very good.
The one that can, what is it? Say get here maggot or something?
That one.
Where he can instead of taking a wound of another model, is it within 3 inch or an inch?
On a 2 up, it takes it.
Something like that. Yeah.
Can he do that in melee, or is that just for shooting?
I think it's any wound.
Because if that was in melee, you'd just give him a couple of warbands and Morannons to just like. Yeah. That's bonkers. Very cool. But what do you guys have? You guys picked up Gondor at War? Thank you for those who use the affiliate link as well.
Yep.
Helps us.
Thank you very much.
Have you picked up Gondor at War? What do you think? What's your favourite bit? Do tell us.
While we're on the subject of the new releases, can we talk about the?
What did I forget? Do it.
So anyone who is a Middle-earth SPG player and is on either our group or on the GVHL Facebook group, you'll have seen the awesome Gondor stuff that Mr. Tom Thorpe paints. He's just put up his Faramir Rangers. Have you seen those?
No. Has he done the...
All the original Rangers,
yeah.
But they just look awesome.
Oh, I did see them. Is that Tom as well? Oh, man.
Yeah, they look awesome.
Just all this Citadel Guard with the Tree of Gondor.
Yeah. It's so cool. But Tom actually does his own. He's got his own commission service now. So
just started, hasn't he?
Just started. So he's got like his own Facebook page and all that palaver. And he's not in the chat. Otherwise, I'd say post a link up. But I'll post a link in the Facebook group at some point. He's picking up our 3 hunters. So we're going to have
my new army.
Super sexy 3 hunters from Tom Thorpe.
I wish we'd have pinged him a Gandalf as well, and I could have just used that as a little list.
Well, your 3 hunters are there.
Whoa.
Your 3 hunters are there.
No, they're the channel. They're the studio copy. My 3 hunters went to Tom.
No, they didn't.
Who bought them and posted them?
Me.
No.
You posted them. I bought them.
First one. Yeah, anyway. Sure. We have...
Anyway, so yeah, Tom Thorpe is painting up our 3 hunters for us, which is amazing. Over the moon.
Much appreciated.
Because I know he's going to do an awesome job. I would have just done to get him on camera quick. So the fact that Tom's doing it for him is awesome. They will be on camera soon. And please go and check out Tom's Facebook page. And if you want any prices, very competitive prices.
We'll get a link in the Facebook group after the stream.
Yeah,
so
it's very competitive.
What a guy.
But yeah, have a look and say hi. Tell him where you heard from as well.
Make sure you do. So Gareth Baller says, they are the only friends I have. No one I know plays, that's why I'm going to the Weekender.
Oosh.
Coming for some games. Now we're getting into the hashtags that we forgot. So we've got hashtag Blue Boxers, of course.
Standard.
Hashtag Elven Lunchbox. Hashtag Bosch. That's not really ours, is it? That's a GBHL classic. Hashtag Show Us Your Handle. Forgot about that. I think Elven Lunchbox was from the Helm Hammerhand school. Yeah, that was
it.
Yeah, that's one. And hashtag Rohan. That's definitely not us.
That's GBHL.
Yeah, that's not us. But very cool. And Adam G says, what are these normal friends you speak of? Never heard of that concept. I feel you there, buddy. I also only have normal friends. You guys on here are my special friends.
Special friends.
Special friends. Well, I class you as a friend, my friend, so you do have. You got us.
Got me around the fields, man.
Benji B. Dio Wine.
Yeah, it's another Rohan. Yeah.
Profile's amazing. Free heroic combat within 12 of Theoden. Rohan All Hero is a very viable force.
Rohan in general is a very viable force. It's got so many heroes now. It's a lot like Gondor. Gondor and Rohan now you got the choices. You can make your army do what you want it to do.
I was chatting to someone about this, and if you play against an army without shooting, I think it was someone like Sam was telling me what they reckon the best army is actually Theoden and 11 captains of Rohan.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Because it all hits with like +1 strength, +1 fight value. Every model, heroic combats, they just go into one model, it's fine.
And gambling.
Yeah.
Because you just keep getting the might back.
Yeah, and you got the banner. Right. Everyone heroic combats, you kill, even if a couple of them fail, you kill 11 models. They all move, kill 11 more. You've just killed 22 models in a charging turn with like 11 heroic combats. Yeah. Like, I think if that hits, all of it gets there and hits.
We should try that.
Just class riders as all captains, and we'll do like a proper charge of the Rohirrim into an orc wall.
How much is a Rohan captain? 55.
No, once you give him his horse, he's probably about 70.
65.
Someone let us know, but it'd be well cool.
What would you get in a? How many captains plus Theoden plus gambling with his banner would you get in a? No, that's too much. Say 600.
Yeah, someone let us know, and we might try it.
Someone work it out and let us know, and we'll give it a go here.
Could do that.
That'd be
next
cool.
Filming.
We've got to do Gondor at War stuff.
We can sneak it in. But no, I reckon that would hit like an absolute train. You maybe don't even need gambling for the might back, because by the time you've killed it,
no, but it'd be handy though, wouldn't
it? Yeah, if you taste
when
it.
you just heroic combat every turn. Your opponent's like, what?
22 models at 600. Most of them, they're probably broke. Like at 600 points, you're probably going from full strength to breaking them.
Unless I'm rolling the dice. And then I'll heroic combat.
Just so it's on camera as well, I'm calling dibs Rohan for when we film that.
Don't think so.
Think so.
No.
That's the campus thing.
We're rolling.
Anyway, we're tangenting now. I played the Blackgate Opens Legion at the weekend. It was lots of fun.
Yeah.
The Troll Teeth was better, but the Mouth of Sauron was MVP. Killed Floyd, 2 Dwarf Rangers, 2 Iron Guard, and 2 Dwarf Warriors. Nice. Man for Sauron.
Was it just one game you played, Josh, with it, or was it wasn't an event? Was it? It was an event this weekend, wasn't it? Did you play an event, Josh, or was it just like a friendly game that you had and that you tried it out? Steve says at the Dr Pepper machine might do that for the TTG video Jay was talking of last month. Just to decide on which.
What video was I talking about?
You told him to film, didn't you?
Don't know.
Am I imagining that?
Could be talking about the community hobby labs.
Community hobby labs.
They're wicked, by the way. I'm really enjoying sharing those. Like,
It's nice to see people that watch the channel and what they do.
Aaron's done one and Lee's done one, and Jason Mountains is coming up this weekend. Basically, if you get nominated, you make a however long video you want chatting about you, the hobby. Show us the stuff you own. Show us what you're working on. Tell us what you love. And then nominate someone else, and it's a nice way.
To the name for us as well.
Do you know what I loved as well? When Lee did his first, and he nominated Aaron, and then they just became pals in the comments because they didn't really know each other that well, and then they just started, and it was like, oh, we did that. Like a proud dad. But no, the community hobby vlogs are wicked, and I get really excited when you guys who get nominated send through the video. So could be that. If not, apologies.
Gareth Bowler, love all Rohan models, more the merrier. Yeah, I agree.
Is that a pun? The merry?
No, I think that's just you.
Okay, sorry.
No, I totally agree. I mean, the old heroes were great heroes anyway, and the fact that you've got more to choose from now is fantastic.
Glyn Seymour says fluff all the way.
Yeah, definitely.
Amen. And here we are building Ben Arm, captain of Rohan list.
500 captains and Theoden.
Gareth Bowler says, hoping to get Gondor at War on the 3 Hunters next week.
Do it.
Well worth it.
Awesome.
I did an unboxing, which you can check out on the channel of the 3 Hunters. Steve won't stop shouting at me for putting Legolas's arrow on the wrong side of his bow.
It looks like his arrow's about to fall off because he's put it on the wrong side.
Do you know what it was? I got them, and I had about an hour, and I really wanted to get the unboxing done for the channel. But they're about 12 pieces each. Have you built a set? No. Mate, they're straight up.
No, because Tom Thorpe's doing mine.
Hours. Even Gimli was about 11 pieces. It's ridiculous, but they are very, very, very cool models. Dr. Pepper says, I'm just going to call it Dr. Pepper now. The Dr. Pepper machine says, Steve Bonner, if you were to pick Army of the Dead, the light probably wouldn't even register on the camera. Steve is a painting machine, and Gareth Bowler says Tom's models look awesome.
They do.
Tom Thorpe is a. Didn't he get best painted at Thrones Schools?
Best painted or best army, I can't remember what it was they were doing, but yeah, he did. He won. I played it. It's brilliant. Smashed it. Hashtag just saying.
Did you play him?
Yeah. Battered him. I felt really bad.
It's about time you won again. You were due your annual win.
It was one of them. And don't.
What were you using?
Iron Hills.
Nice.
But with the ballista, and I just like kept killing loads of things with the ballista, and I was like, sorry mate, sorry. You know all them dead pretty Citadel Guard that you took hours to paint.
Take them off.
They're all dead, mate.
You're not a nice person. Oh, what's he got? Glenn Seymour says, that reminds me, see, for the weekend, I'll take up your offer to borrow a studio army for SPG.
Yeah, no problem.
Let us know what you want to play, mate.
Let me know what you're thinking of playing, and I'll
Steve will paint it.
You tell me what you pick your own army, of course. Don't just give me a faction. I'll pick your army. You pick your own army, but tell me what you want, and I'll tell you if I've got it painted or not. I've got quite a lot painted, so it should be okay.
Glenn Seymour says, hashtag poor gambling. Steve and Ben no. Wasn't that
poor gambling?
Did he fall off the thing?
Fall off what thing?
The ruin.
No, that was Damrod.
Oh right, I don't know.
Poor gambling. I don't know. Let us know what you mean about that, Glenn.
Adam
As you know, we're both getting on a bit, and our memories aren't what they were.
Adam G says, I don't get paid till the 1st, so I have to wait to buy Gondor and War in the 300s. That's grim, but it'll be worth the wait.
Yeah.
Gondor
Make sure you use our affiliate link.
I've not put it in, but I will.
This guy.
Check out the Top Table Gaming community. Have you noticed how everything's Jay will do?
Steve does all the painting and all the filming. You know.
Anyway, Surviving with Greg says, question. Bought the Pelennor set, Army's book, and the Fellowship Minis box for Heroes. What would be good evil hero to buy first for what I've got? So you've already got yourself a Witch King.
What got to this one?
Yeah.
Army's book, Fellowship. Right, yeah, so he's got what's in the Pelennor set.
But
so
he
got
wants
the witch.
to know what evil hero should he buy. So you've got the Witch King.
Gothmog.
Exactly what I was about to say. You've got the Morannons, and Gothmog and Morannons is tasty in the new book.
Yeah, it's badass.
Like, it's ridiculous,
right?
Yeah,
and Gothmog's badass anyway.
So I would say Gothmog. Try and get the foot unmounted. Would be really good.
Gothmog.
Yep.
Some standard captains. Taskmaster.
No, I wouldn't get the new standard captains. I'd wait for the new ones. These boys are coming out.
True. Yeah, but you've got the Gurrits and Gothmog's Enforcer, which you can get from
Yeah,
Forge World already.
yeah.
And they are awesome. Their rules are cool. So
Banner.
Gothmog can use the Enforcer's will as might, I think. Something like that is rule. So yeah, Gothmog and Gurritz and Gothmog's Enforcer from the Forge World website. Check those out. Awesome.
That's insane. Matthew Prescott says, evening all. Good evening, Matthew.
How you doing, Matthew?
Cheers for popping in, my friend. Joe Holzman says, at 600 points you can get Theoden with horse, Gambling Banner in horse, and 7 captains on horse, and have 15 points left over for shields. How many captains can you get with just Theoden? Like, get rid of Gambling. How many with just Theoden?
I'd take Gambling.
I'd rather take like 9 captains without Gammers, but we'll see. Let's see what it comes out at.
Let's have a vote in the chat. If you think it'd be better with Gambling, put a comment saying with Gambling. If you think Jay's would be better, just captains, put without Gambling in the comments, and let's see what comes up.
And
if you don't know what Gambling's rule is,
yeah,
whenever any heroes within 3 inch run out of might, they get 1 point of might back.
Oh, you definitely don't need it because they've got 2 each. So you'll have done 2 turns of killing 20 models a turn.
If you win the
at 600 points, of course I will.
Why would you?
Because I'm amazing.
Did you see my dice rolling in the back right?
Yeah, true. Let us know who you think. But I reckon it'll wreck face. Bonar says the setup. So Bonar got. He says Theoden Gambling the Banner at 6 captains versus 8 Goblin Town captains and 80 Goblin Town. No, that's a silly matchup. That's too much.
So you could kill as many as you want. It'd still take forever to get through.
Yeah, that one. They are the 2 extremes. Well, they're not the 2 extremes because like the 3 hunters into Goblin Town would be the extremes. But that is tasty. The Isengard Rohan.
Yeah. Gambling got killed. Didn't do anything.
Nothing.
He just died.
Just got wrecked.
I hold my hands up. That was my fault. It was bad positioning. I'd not played a game for a while, and I was like, "Yeah, I want to try Gambling. I think he's going to be awesome." And then kind of left him in range, and he just got surrounded and died. Yeah. I was like, "Oh."
Scott Johnson says, "Gondor at War is a great supplement. Ranger scenarios are worth it alone. Legendary legions are a great addition. They are. It's very cool.
Really cool.
Steve Bonner says, at DPM, Dr. Pepper Machine, I did 1k of Army of the Dead in 4 hours, which is 61 models. You're a machine. Surviving McGreg, I'd say Gothmog. Good shout.
Yeah.
Gothmog, Glyn Seymour says, Gothmog's Legion in Gondor War is filth.
Yeah, that's good.
That's it turns his rule into like 3 times, right?
Yeah.
3 turns of Morannon's re-rolling. Is it wounds?
I think it's re-rolling wounds. Yeah, it's crazy.
If you take him with like just a horde of Morannons,
Steve Honor says hashtag always Gambling Banner. Always Steve. Steve knows what he's on about.
But it wasn't one of the answers we asked him to submit. So it doesn't count as a vote.
Of course it does.
No, it doesn't.
He just extended it.
Okay.
Steve knows his onions.
He knows his onions. Dr. Pepper Machine says Steve Bonner could have you with the crown at Throne of Skulls, man. Could have been you with the crown at Throne of Skulls. Oh yeah, fair. Joe Hosmer says Theoden and 9 captains is 9 at 580. That's tasty. I want to take that against you. And 20 points.
Let's play it.
Are we doing it?
Let's play it.
What should the evil force be that Rohan superpower charge thing goes into?
It's got live shooting.
No, that's the whole point. I want to see what how much damage it can do.
Let's sort of overload one side of the army just to see how much damage it can do to an army that's not equipped to deal with it.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
Yeah. What? Okay, let's let them decide. What army would you play against it? Because I reckon if that Rohan army hits, it's going to destroy a lot of stuff.
Isengard with ballista and crossbows.
I'm not playing that.
Oh, you're not playing that. I want to play Theoden with 9 captains.
I want to actually see what happens when it charges. Steve Bonnar says something about me.
Where are we? Yeah, very true. I told you he knows his onions.
Scott Johnson?
Yeah, Scott Johnson says with Gambling, good man Scott. I've always said he was cut from a good cloth, Scott Johnson.
Do you know what? I didn't think that's the actual better point. It's not the might points. The actual banner alone is the reason to take it. You're right.
It's like having an extra dice in every fight.
Yeah, you'd be silly not to.
It's 6-inch banner, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big one.
Is that right? Is Gambling's banner range extended, or am I making that up? I might be making that up.
It effectively puts you at 4 dice.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. You whack him in the middle, it's still 6 inches because it's either side of him.
Josh Triffitt says it was just a friendly game trying out the new list. Adam G says with Gamling.
Yeah, Adam Garnett knows his onions also. Steve Bonner says, at DPM, no chance, game results aren't the only factor. Dr. Pepper Machine, 10 minutes test game, yeah. He said if we have a 10 minutes test game, it'll end up being like 2 hours.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah. 2 Mummicks, themey and interesting, with the Beastmaster, so he can counter all those heroic moves.
That'd be cool.
He would just trample over your captains, they'd be dead. Deed.
Indeed.
Gareth Ball at Isengard. These guys know what they're talking about. Do you want to take Steve Owners?
Yeah, Moran and Horde without bows. Strength 5 on the charge is OP. That is like a train. Adam G says run it into Moranans just for fluff. That's what I was thinking. Versus Isengard crossbows and ballistas and Scott. We want to see how good it is, not see it die.
Well, I want to see how good Isengard with crossbows.
It's kind of unanimous that you are taking Gam the Man, as Glenn Seymour kind of stresses. You play it more than me. I will trust your opinion then, and these guys. And the Dr. Pepper Machine says Stephen Bonner, aye, but didn't Damien win with pure Army of the Dead at Throne
He had Aragorn with it. Which, just makes it awesome.
Yeah, Aragorn's awesome wherever he is.
So, you've got... everything's terrifying, pretty much. You've got... what's it called? The Witch King's got the... Not the Witch King. The King of the Dead's got the Harbinger of Evil special rule.
-1 courage.
So -1 courage for everyone taking courage checks to charge the Army of the Dead. The Army of the Dead are defense 8. They're just awesome.
What do you think of the new dudes that go with the King of the Dead?
The Heralds, I think they're going to be insane. They are going to be insane. It makes like King of the Dead just have loads of might.
If you take 2 of them, you can have like a 7 might. And does the King of the Dead still have the blade that just kills you if it wounds?
Yeah.
And when he's kicked, so he goes like, oh, I only rolled a 3 to win the fight, 3 might. Oh, I only rolled a 3 to wound, 3 might. You're dead.
Yeah.
Like Mummock dead.
So they've got 3. So the Hells, I think, off the top of my head, I've got 3 will, and the King of the Dead can use that will as might.
How many points are there? Have we got the book?
I think there's 70. I think.
But the good thing is, you don't need stuff to lead your other warbands. If you took pure Army of the Dead, you can afford a couple.
Yeah.
That's pretty tasty.
Yeah, they're good. They are good. Really good. I think the Army of the Dead. Do you know what's like really good since the new rules is you never really seen Army of the Dead. You've never seen King of the Dead, and now everyone's picking up Army of the Dead. Everyone wants King of the Dead.
Is that because they're cool and good, or because they were in the Pelennor box though?
I think it's because they're pretty awesome.
Okay.
I think they're pretty awesome. I think we're going to get a couple of new models to be the Heralds. That'd be cool. And there was a thing, I don't know whether it's back on yet or not, or it's still off Games Workshop's website, but the King of the Dead came off the website.
So we could get a box or something.
So we might get a plastic King of
the Dead. Do you think we'll ever get the stuff from the last Hobbit book that we never got?
Yes.
So bats and a signal
yeah.
They are motoring forward with new stuff.
We've said this before though, haven't we? And I said, in my eyes, if they release like the bats and the catapult troll and all the other stuff that's not been released, if they release that now, they've got nothing to go back to the Hobbit. Whereas as it stands now, there's still stuff that's not been brought out, so they can revisit the Hobbit maybe at the end of the year or next year. And they'd be cool, and then everyone will go mad for Hobbit again and be building Hobbit armies.
You might see
and then they drop back to Lord of the Rings. And
okay, that's an interesting thought.
That's the way I think they're doing it anyway. It makes complete sense, sales wise.
Glyn Seamless says Suladan and Harrod Raiders / Serpent Guard. Yeah, that's always cool on the table. And the Dr. Pepper Meach says, how do Mariners get S5 on the charge? Steve Bonner says, yeah, but he's also a class gent who's loved by many. I did outplay him the year before, Winky Face. I think he got a win over Damien there. Josh Trivett says the 70 points to Heralds, which is tasty.
Yeah.
And Steve Bonner says, Rohan Captain on the charge is Strength 5, Mariners of Axes are Strength 5, so they're piercing striking.
Yeah.
Joe Holzman says, you could just play the Mega Pelennor Field scenario from Gondor at War. Every Rohan model that charges, including warriors, can call a heroic combat free. What?
Well, that scenario that you're talking about is...
Have we got the stuff?
Well, we've already had a conversation about this.
This scenario?
This is the one where I said that...
Oh, yeah.
So...
I know.
There's something special... With that, we are going to be filming that scenario, and it's going to be a little bit of a special one. There's going to be some familiar faces.
Plans are set.
Yes.
We've got some very special guests, some very lovely people, and that's all we're going to say at this point.
Yes. So look forward to that.
We've had lots of secrets that we're not talking about in this episode.
Loads going on.
Big 2019 for Top Table Gaming. Dr. Pepper Machine says, I am just waiting on that
Pukelman Army.
Pukelman Army.
What's Pukelman? I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure what it means. Green Tree says, you mentioned earlier you know someone doing commission painting on the 3 Hunters for you. Can I ask how much roughly that would cost, as I'm dying to pick it up, but no, I can't do them justice.
Tom Thorpe. You'll find him on the GBHL group. You'll find him on the Top Table group. Just search him, Tom Thorpe, and just drop him a PM.
Commission paintings in it. I've used a lot of commission painting. I love painting, but not stuff I need. Like I want to paint stuff I want to paint. Never want to paint an army I need. So I've used a lot of commission painters, and you can get people doing them to a tabletop standard for £2-3 a model. You can get people doing them for £50 a model. To like a prize painting, and I've got bits of both. Like I have to admit, I've gone to both ends of the spectrum.
In your collection, not just Lord of the Rings, like in your whole collection, what's your, in your eyes, best painted model, either by that you've done or that you've had commission painted?
Easy. It is the Finecast Radagast that James Baldwin did. If you remember, he won the huge painting competition that Sam Page run in the Middle Earth. He did me. Sam ran.
Have you still got it?
Yes.
Have you still got it?
And he did it a little base.
Yeah, I remember.
And then he magnetised it so the model came off the base, and he did me a 25mm, a horse, and an eagle.
Yeah.
So I've got this fully custom. Oh man! And James won. I commissioned it. He entered it into the painting competitions. He won the whole thing. Yeah. It is a beautiful thing. It's probably that, or because I've got a lot of commission stuff, haven't I? I'm having to think. I can tell you something I don't have anymore. Do you remember my Blue Elf army?
Yeah. Who bought
that? Michael van der Bush. You may know him off the GBHL. Yeah. Posts a lot, and I had the most beautiful High Elf army. We had a fully converted Gil-galad, all hero section, full troop section, 12 of every troop. It was stunning, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was nice.
It's on the GBHL. There's a video on it years ago. It was absolutely ridiculous. Again, done by James Baldwin, who has now give up commission painting because he made the Drowned Earth Miniatures game. And I let it go to Michael, and since I did, every 3 months I drop him a message. I'm like, I made a mistake, can I have it back? He says, not a chance. I'm like, cool, hope you're doing well. Chat to you in 3 months. And like, we just chat now, but every couple of months I'll be like, yo dude, how you doing? Like, I miss that army so much. The Arwen in that army was nice. Like, oh,
it was insane.
Those would be mine.
I think that I haven't got a lot of commission painted stuff. I've got one or two pieces, but the set that I got commission painted. No.
That's not the Thorns
That's
company.
not my favourite.
Really?
That's not my favourite.
White Castle?
The Vanquishers of the Necromancer.
Oh really? Yeah, the White Castle.
Sebastian Grijac did them.
Oh man, they're nuts. Yeah.
It's
bases.
Simply the best paint job I think I've ever seen on.
Do you know what we should do? We should grab some commission painted stuff and do like a series of little videos just showing off the commission painters and the work they've done, like past and present, and then
I think I did a video for them.
Oh, they are beautiful. You did for those actually.
I think I did. They're insane because anyone who's got the Vanquishers of the Necromancer will know that they're fine cast, but that's not the problem. If you look at like the faces, like there's not much detail in them, but when you look at what he's then done with them, it's he's a very talented guy.
They're like Golden Demon levels.
Oh, they're insanely good. I tried to get him to paint me up because I was so impressed with the Elrond. I tried to get him to paint the foot and mounted version, the normal ones of Elrond, just so I could have like you had, like you've got one in all kind of thing. And he just had a kid after he finished mine, and he just hasn't got the time. And I was like, please, I'll pay you whatever you want.
Take all my money. Oh, funny. But do just have a look around. If you want, ping me a message. I'll recommend some of the people I use and different prices and stuff. That's not a problem. So we got Steve Bonnar says, Steve, they could actually release the Archer Goblin Town Warriors and Berserkers with shields. Are there Goblin Town Archers?
There's like 3 in the movie. I don't think we're going to see Goblin Town Archers. Like, that's my opinion. I just don't think we're going to see them. I think we would have seen them by now.
Casey tells us Pukelman are Wozes.
Ah, yes.
Ryan Davies. Hey, buddy, why can't Arnor ally with Gondor? Timeline.
Different timeline, isn't it? Yeah.
Pretty much. Plus, there's other things that they clearly have to consider, like game balance and things like that. I'm sure. Scott Johnson, think we will see a lot of Army of the Dead at the GT. Will be pretty strong in good versus evil.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
We're in orcs on 3s most of the time. with new legendary rules. Yeah, heavy taste. Yeah. They're the perfect counter to like high def Iron Hills, especially Orcs, because low courage, high def.
I think that one of the big strengths of the Army of the Dead is like even if the heroes get sort of immobilized out of the game, Army of the Dead troops are so strong anyway. Like they can just stand there. You've got to have a courage check to charge them. If you're evil, you're going to be courage low anyway, and then you can pretty much pick your fights and just outnumber people in combats. Have more dice. They're crazy good, man. They're crazy good.
They are. Dr. Pepper Machine then says the bugle men with the names of the statues lining the road to Dunharrow, carved by the men of the White Mountains in the Second Age. I think Mithril Miniatures released a few.
Oh, okay.
Show off.
Yeah.
I knew that. Did you know that?
Nope.
Me either. Steve Bonner says best painted minis Jay were painted by Steve when he cheated while we played at Element Games with Gundabad. So Steve didn't paint those. James Spalding also painted those, and we may have had a game. And I kind of
there's no may about it.
It wasn't a game.
He came running to me straight after the game. I've just cheated.
I felt really bad. So I had a tradition at the Stockport events, which was James would always bring me my newly commissioned army, and I'd straight out the box use it. Never. And I did that with the Blue Elves. The year after I did it with the Gundabad, and in my head, Gundabad Berserkers had Burley. I know. So
in his head, all Gundabad Berserkers were Azog.
So I played Steve Bonner. The army just I can't remember the truth. It cleaned him off the table. Like it got ridiculous. And then I ended up placing really highly, and I played Caledonians, and he was like, "What have you got?" I'm like, "So I've got these," and they do that. He was like, "No, they don't." I'm like, "What?" He was like, "I said they got Burley." He's like, "No, they don't." I opened the book, and I was like, "Back in a minute, I've got to go and apologise to someone." Like, "Steve, I'm sorry." I think I found him outside. I'm like, "I'm so sorry, dude." But we had a fun game. That was some years ago now.
It was a while ago, yeah.
And Josh Triffitt says that the Arwen from that army was amazing. It was, nice. And I'd give him my life
the face was like so subtly shaded. It was crazy.
Beautiful. Crazy. Gaz Baller says, "Bang him on the Facebook group." Will do.
Yeah, well, I'll get him on the Facebook group.
You want to take Steve on now?
Yeah. Jay Clare said the sculptor had a Newsum when asked for Goblin Archers, and my post in the G-Birds for Shields of Gundabad Berserker. What's that? Aneurysm.
Aneurysm.
Ah.
Okay.
The Dr. Pepper Machine at Casey Rogers. I don't think they are Wozes. Pretty sure they're a separate race. Ooh.
Glyn Seymour. How much points are Elrond's sons in armor plus the 3 hunters? That'd be cool. But you couldn't take it all mounted because of Gimmers. That's what I'd do my head in. When you play all hero, you kind of always mount it.
Well, aren't the passenger rules? Are the passenger rules scenario only now?
They always were.
No, but in the new rules, because the passenger rules are in the new book. I can't remember if they're just.
I think they're in like the advanced rules at the end.
Because you could just whack him on a horse with leggy, couldn't you?
They would. Cool. We got about.
That was an hour and a half.
I know. We got about 5 minutes left, guys. So yeah, thank you for tuning in tonight.
It's been good.
It's been nice just keeping it super cash.
All we've done is read comments, and we've got.
I know, just plowing through. You guys are keeping us going. I hope you've enjoyed checking out the Teespring store, which we'll link up on the Facebook group afterwards, and all that sort of stuff. And check out our Patreon and other things.
What's the turnaround on it? Is it about 2 weeks?
No, it does a print run every 2 days.
Oh, does it?
So if you order it, it should ship within 48 hours as well.
Well, this one I've got on is from Teespring.
Yeah.
They're good t-shirts as well.
The other thing is they have a US and a UK EU, so if you are in the States, it'll ship internally to save time and shipping taxes and things like that. And the shipping was quite reasonable on what we set it as well.
Yeah. It really does help us, and it's just cool stuff in it.
Which is really good.
I mean, there isn't an option yet, but I think I'm going to do one that's just got me on it. So...
Should we see who can get the best-selling T-shirt, the Steve or the J? Oh, shots fired! Shots fired! But no, it's been...
It's awesome. I definitely want a mug with that on.
I'm getting a T-shirt.
My missus is going to call me a massive nerd, isn't she?
She'll be like, "Who's that dude you stood with?" What is that?
I was just about to say something and I stopped myself.
Yeah, don't do that, mate. Don't do that. So we got Casey Rogers says, "Stand corrected regarding the Wozes." Steve Bonnar says, "We played Domination. Was still a great game, and it was your Ogre and Saruman who won the game." Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Ogres are good.
Yeah, they're just cheap heroes. Back with Old Hurl, which is like you that way. Yeah. Oh, it wrecked face, didn't it? It was a great game, Steve. I can't wait for us to get another one. The Dr. Pepper Machine says, "Have either of you ever listened to the dramatised version of Lord of the Rings? It's very immersive and awesome." I haven't.
Yes, I did. Was it the BBC one I listened to?
Not sure.
I used to listen to it when I was painting. I've not listened to it for a while, but yeah, it's good. It's really good. It's really good.
Very cool. Casey Rogers says, I can't wait for the next week when I'll be a new viewer once again.
You've upset him now. You have upset Casey.
At least he's coming back. You know I'm going to say it every time now.
If Casey's not here next time, in 2 weeks, if Casey's not here, I'm going to go, look what you've done now, Jay.
Our newest viewer, Casey, will always... Glenn Seymour, guys, it's fluff. They're all going to be on foot, plus that 300 winky face.
Yes.
And yet again, the Dr. Pepper machine.
Is that another one?
It is. Not only one. Whoa, we've got a lot of comments tonight. But 2. Dr. Pepper machine, man.
Dr. Pepper machine's just like this. That was...
And it is much appreciated.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That will dive into helping us fund the channel and the studio and toys to keep the content coming.
Yeah, that's
very
awesome,
much
man.
appreciated.
Thank you so much.
What a guy. And Steve Bonner says, do you think I should do commission painting?
Yeah, why not?
Dude, you'd make millions.
Do it. You could probably do 50 commissions in the time that a normal commission painter would do like 1.
He's basing like the first model. Josh Trivet says, getting a mug with 2 mugs on it. That is true. Do you know if you read the product description for the mug on Teespring, I think it says something like that. And Joe Holtzman says, the Pukul men are never confirmed to be Woses or Druidan, but they're described very similarly to the races Woses descended from.
Okay.
Glenn Seymour and Casey Rogers put some faces. Glenn laughing, Casey unhappy about being our newest member.
I knew, Casey. I've got your back, bro.
It's your first time here, man. Don't be getting angry in the comments.
Hashtag new viewer.
Hashtag new viewer. Boo. And the Dr. Pepper machine has got to lead by example, lads. Good man. And I think on that, it's time to say goodnight.
Yes, it's been awesome. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. It's been a lot of fun. I was a bit tired coming into it.
Always perks us up.
I was like, oh, but it has really cheered me up.
As always, we can. As always, guys, make sure you're over in the Top Table Gaming community because we have fun and chat and interact all the time. And we hope you're enjoying this stream. We'll come back with probably a slightly more structured topic in 2 weeks. But we've got bat reps and plenty more videos coming in between.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's it. So as always, guys, make sure you have some wicked games. You let us know all about it and you enjoy the content. And if you are interested in any of the stuff on the merch store, let us know in the Facebook group as well. I'd be interested to see. We'll post it. Yeah, who's getting what. But thank you again for watching, and we will see you on the live stream in 2 weeks. I will see some of you on Sunday, if you're able to tune in with Damien, where we'll be doing a review of the Gondor at War book. And yeah, there'll be bat reps and unboxings and hobby vlogs and other stuff coming in the interim. So thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Take care.